Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back once again to talk to you about analytics. These are tips from my masterclass, and today we're going to focus specifically on visual learning. So when you think about visual learning, most people learn visually. We learn more from what we see than what we hear or what we even read. Now, when I mean see, I mean things around us, right? We see things in context. We're able to make sense of things. We're very, very visually driven. Think about all the traffic signs that are simple to us and how they have impact in what we do beyond that in our decision making. For example, red means stop. Red means danger, like a stop sign's bright red. Green means go. Green lights are green. Money is green. The environment is green. Good things are green. So thinking about how people learn and applying that to visualizations is super important, right? So if we're hard-coded to read black on white text like we learn most of in the books we read, if we're hard-coded to think of green as good and red as bad, if we're hard-coded to look at signs, symbols, things that make us know what something is without us having to read anything. We just learn it through, as we grow up. Think about these things when you're doing visualizations. Never put bad stuff in green. Never put good news in red, right? Always think of how to use shapes like you would see in the real world, right? If you want to really get someone's attention and you want to show them something that's positive, you use a circle. If you want to show something, a warning, have a lot of jagged edges on it. Think about this kind of stuff when you're designing visuals. Now, when you're doing pie charts and line graphs and bar charts, use colors smartly, right? Use positive colors for positive and don't use too many colors. You don't want to have more than a couple colors. You want to use shades of colors. The darkest blue or the darkest green is the most positive or the strongest stuff. And the lightest green is the weakest or the least positive stuff. And you do shades in between. That's so much easier on the eyes than having green, purple, red, orange, and yellow all mean something different, especially if you're trying to show percentages or show things that are similar and you're trying to list which one's more successful. I'll go into this more in future videos, but basically you want to use color wisely and you want to use spacing really effectively, right? Visual learning is all about color and spacing. I'll talk about these more, but again, how we learn is because we look at things that are simple to understand. We can make quick decisions, and we can't do that if we have too much on the screen, on the visual, on the report, on the PowerPoint. If we're overwhelming our audience with too much data, the visualization will lose its effectiveness. At its core, visualization is how we help people make sense of numbers without them having to look at the numbers themselves. And this is super important, right? Don't forget this. So, visual learning, Google it. Find a couple tips, maybe read a book or two on visual learning. Incorporate that into when you design visuals, when you do data visualizations for your analysis, and it will make you much, much more effective. That's my talk for today. I hope it helped. Now get out there and be amazing.